Another thing about Hazbin Hotel that I noticed that didn't really sit well with me is that apart from the exploitation of angel dust, you also have the exploitation of Alastor, the radio demon, who, for much of the show, I couldn't really put a finger on what they were in terms of where they came from, what they're supposed to represent. Angel dust was pretty obvious right out of the gate. They're a gay man, they're a twink, and they're referred to as that. Whereas there is a lot of racialized stuff with Alistair that doesn't really yield itself until they reveal, surprise, the character's black, which makes the comparison to them with a stag especially problematic in how they're literally being a buck that is broken by someone who has put them in chains. And they are a serial killer and a practitioner of voodoo. And you have Vibsy Pop, a non black person, telling a revenge story of a black character the way that Quentin Tarantino might, someone who's not black, who's doing that kind of thing, making the characters sexually attractive more and more as the show goes on, revealing these things about them, and then treating it all like it's okay, they get revenge in the end. And that unto itself is a form of exploitation that, while it's perfectly valid to have a character escape bondage, for instance, by using the trickery in their mind, that unto itself feels like a form of vaudeville, where, oh, they're able to escape because they're cunning. They're literally a symbol of sin tied to vaudeville and racial theater that embodying those tropes is able to win the day, but they're still damned. And they're still the cartoon of evil, a black stag. And they are shot in the head, just like Jim was at the end of Night of the Living Dead. And again, they're framed as criminal from the start in ways that it made me think of Interview with the Vampire with Black Louie from the 2018 version of that book adaptation. But it's the same thing that was done with Angel Dust, where you take a problematic representation of a character, a racial coded character in this case, and making a lot of money off it by also making them a thirst trap as a cartoon idea of evil.